you decide to wear your wedding dress from your previous engagement.
Yeah.
How were you able to keep your cool? Why did it not bother you?
I don't know, dress is a dress, in my opinion. It depends what it means for Nicole. It's not really what it meant for me. And if it was her dream dress and her vision of that's how she wanted to do it, why would I stand in the way of it?
Artem freaked out at me. It was like kind of crazy.
I'm kind of worried about you guys.
If that's how it's gonna be forever, that's really like a big deal.
Your guys' argument gives him cold feet.
It's so good to see the two of y'all all loved up, all married now.
Yeah.
Let me see, you got that ring on your finger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking
Keeps
good.
losing it.
Artem.
You know, when I dance, sometimes it's just kind of like sliding in. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it in my bag when I dance.
When was the official wedding date?
August 26th.
Y'all pulled this off in 4 weeks.
In 4 weeks.
What were you thinking?
So I thought it was a really smart idea because, you know, in entertainment, you never know when you're going to book a gig. And then we always pretty much know Artem's dates with Dancing with the Stars. And then we all of a sudden were like, wait, Mateo's starting school. And you just start to think of all these things. And I'm like, well, when are we ever going to have time? So there was this perfect time. We can do it. And I thought 4 weeks is easy. Bree laughed at me. And then I felt like I kind of had a point to prove.
Right.
But I will say, I don't suggest it after doing it.
Are you frustrated with yourself for putting yourself under such time constraints now, like in hindsight?
Even though I will say there was something about it made me very present, and with like Artem, there was a long wait time, so I just felt like it was kind of a fun journey. I finally decided that we're gonna get married.
Okay.
In like 4 weeks.
And what?
Well, happy wife, happy life. Learn it early and
right.
put that to use often. If you had more time, what would you all have done differently?
I think guest twice.
Really?
Maybe
My family.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents. I think that was a
Artem.
tough one, yeah.
It was nearly impossible, it seemed, for you to have your family present because of what's going on between Russia and the Ukraine right now. Were any of your family members able to make it?
No, but they were tuning in with Zoom, which is apparently nowadays it's like is the way to go. No, they can't travel. They only can travel to a few places in Europe, and unfortunately Paris was not one of them.
I'm so sorry.
We had hope though till the very end. It was really amazing of E! Entertainment because they flew someone to Russia to go help. Like, can we get visas, passports? How can we make this happen? And nothing. Like, there was just, we couldn't do anything. Not even to get him in like a few days, and then they traveled back and everything was a no.
Does what I say even matter?
Oh God, Artem, really?
I feel like the first episode, I'm really impressed with the cool that you keep, especially with this aspect of things, Nikki. You decide to wear your wedding dress from your previous engagement.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that most guys, most grooms, would not have kept their cool as you did, Artem.
Really?
So, yes. How were you able to keep your cool? Why did it not bother you?
That's why I'm married. I don't know, dress is a dress, in my opinion. It depends what it means for Nicole. It's not really what it meant for me in a way. And if it was her dream dress and her vision of that's how she wanted to do it, why would I stand in the way of it?
And I said I wouldn't, like, that dress could be off the table if there's any issues.
And she did ask me
came
like
to
directly,
him.
it's like, hey, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
And I would say how it is. I wouldn't like say like, oh yeah, you can wear it, but whatever. No, I actually truly like it's. Yeah, I'm totally okay with it.
It was beautiful. You saw it as, this is a reflection of you,
Yeah.
not some past guy.
Right. Totally. And that's the thing is with wedding dresses, so much it's what the woman puts on and how she feels and like, you know, her moment. And it's not, I mean, maybe some people put their dress on and say, he will love this. I didn't say that. I was like, this is
I
what
love
I
it.
wanted. I love it. I feel so beautiful. I feel like a princess and all the things. And also I paid for it.
Yeah.
So on top of it, I was like, okay, well, I paid for the dress and I wanted it. And I just remember thinking like that it's so unfair that like I can't wear my dream dress because of what people think.
Yeah.
And like, that's when all of a sudden I was thinking about this, and I go, no. Because, and what is that representing? Like now I'm not gonna do that. And it's like, you know what, I may get dragged for it, and I know people are gonna have their opinions, but at the end of the day, you gotta do you. And at least I was a good fiance and came to Artem, and if he had an issue with it, I knew like, okay, that's a no-go. But he was like so cool.
Yeah.
And I even had to talk with him off camera, like,
Are you sure?
yeah, like you're not just being cool.
Right.
And he was like, I really don't care. But Artem's also all about saving money too. So I feel like he was like, please don't.
Somebody's got it. You can't both be big spenders.
Yeah, right.
I think-
Honestly.
On wedding days, something always goes wrong. But if you need a second,
Does everyone know the trauma that's happening?
This is like disaster.
This time my groom ran away.
Did you pull a runaway groom moment?
No, you're just gonna have to watch to see what happened. It has an explanation for everything.
Yeah,
so.
but I loved it because he was all drama and I just was so chill. Like,
but was
I'm gonna
she
let him have
really-
his moment.
I don't know. I didn't
Was she
see
really
her
chill?
because you can't
I was
see
in the
a
bridal
bride
suite when a
prior to
lot
it,
of
so
drama went down. And
left
everyone
on my
kept coming
own.
to me and I was like, no, I'm not going to let this affect me right now. So I just kept drinking my champagne, letting everyone handle stuff.
Well played.
And I remember they're like, why isn't she freaking out? And I was like, I did this in 4 weeks and it hits the fan right now. Well, so be it.
Let it hit.
Yep. I'm in Paris, France.
Yeah.
I'm in one of my favorite places in the world. And if this turns into a party and not a wedding, well then so be it. Which I was very happy it was a wedding.
Thank goodness for little DWTS
Yeah.
for introducing the two.
Honestly.
of y'all together, who would have thought?
When I look back at our interviews, like during that time period, and I'm like, if you were to tell me this was going to be my husband and my baby daddy, like I'd be like, yeah, right. Like I mean that in a great way.
Right.
Yes.
No.
Did you feel that? Did you feel an instant connection?
Well, so it's funny actually story. So once we get partnered up with the partner, we're kind of checking in with the producers and
Like
just
the
tell them
first
how it
meet,
went, the first
When
meet.
you meet for the first time.
So I was calling back, and I think that's what I said to her. I was like, oh, I think I'm in love. She's amazing.
Can you believe that?
And I didn't even say it in a way like, I'm in love, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, it was just kind of like flew out of my mouth, and I kind of like didn't really make anything of it.
When he
That's
told me
what
that
happened.
story, he didn't tell me that story for like a while after we were even dating. And I was like, what did you say? Because I literally, when he first met me, I did my wrestling entrance and like tore my shirt off, chucked it in his face. And then they made me wrestle him. And
That's
I'm like,
what
I guess
did it,
that's all you
Brittany.
gotta do to
That's
him?
what did it.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
All right.
what
Arm
did it.
dragged him, beat him up a little bit in the turnbuckle, and then he made me salsa. And I was like, all right.
There you go.
If my parents will never meet my son, that would be the most devastating thing in me.
How did it feel having Mateo be a part of your special day, Artem?
He's everything. He's the most precious. He's the biggest cuddler. He's just this bundle of joy that just like can't get enough of it. Honestly, he is, and we love like more than anything, more than life. Like we would do anything for this little kid.
Yeah, it was special to have him a part of that day too, and it definitely changes things. Like
How so?
You feel like I wanted to play with him so much before glam, and then I mean, poor Eileen was probably like, okay, we really need a glamour,
Right.
But like it's so about them, and it's like you want every moment with them. So I think some brides have a different day. They're with their bridesmaids, they're having their drinks, and for me, I was with my sister, but with Mateo so much of the morning, and we were just having so much fun playing. And then I didn't start glamming until he went down for his nap. Like it was still like a normal day for us, but like, oh, when you wake up, we're mom and dad are getting married.
Right. So when are we adding to the mix? When is Mateo getting a sibling?
Woo! I wish
I'm
this
just
one
gonna
could
say
be like,
I'm not the one
Artem.
carrying it for 9 months, so it's not gonna be my choice.
And it's
Yeah.
a shame y'all can't.
So
I know.
I
And
would.
I would get pregnant tomorrow. for
Right?
it.
to be honest, I would.
I feel like I'm truly in a place where I can be one and done. Getting my career back. Because I really I think the one blessing about the pandemic for me is it forced me to like stop and really think what I wanted out of life, but then spend time with my son. And now I have a hard time ever leaving him, and he's traveled so much with us. He's gone to set with me, he's gone to Dancing with the Stars, and he just loves being with mom and dada. Like he wants to always be with us, and he goes everywhere with us, and it works out so perfectly.
Yeah.
After seeing Brie when 2 came into the mix, I'm like, whew, that looks tough. Changes everything. And Brie goes, oh yeah. She's like, there's no more traveling, going to sets like that. And so Artem and I talk about this, like right now we're in such an amazing flow. Like I wish, there could be another one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I'm 39, maybe in a few years. I would love for Mateo to have a sibling, but he's also so close to his cousins who are like siblings.
Exactly.
So
I mean, literally, he has almost a built-in twin.
I mean, he does. And
be honest.
they act like brothers, and they are so close. And so we'll see.
Yeah.
The thing is like I didn't do tubes tied. Well, I didn't have, I guess, C-section, but I didn't do anything where it'll prevent me ever to be pregnant. So they're still working. We will see.